Team Rubicon is a military, veteran-led humanitarian organization based out of Mississauga, Ontario. This group serves global communities before, during, and after disasters and crises, which is why they're here now in Nova Scotia. The recent wildfire disasters here in the HRM has left a wide swath of physical and emotional damage, and Team Rubicon is here to lend a hand. Thanks to dedicated Legion member Angie, I had the opportunity to talk with Team Rubicon's Chief Operating Officer, Steve MacBeth.
So Team Rubicon Canada is a veteran-led disaster relief organization. We seek to help Canadians that have been impacted by climate events and other disasters by bringing forward the skill sets of ex-military personnel, firefighters, police, ambulance, and we hope to help both in before, during, and after disaster strikes. So here in Nova Scotia, we have two specific tasks that we're looking to accomplish. The first is light debris removal out of the homes that have been destroyed, and secondly, is the sifting task. Sifting is essentially, if you imagine like gold panning or an archaeological dig, we find there are things that survive that have value to those that have lost so much, and we're hoping to connect the homeowners with that past. It allows them then to go in and search for those pieces safely, and then knowing that that's done, they can take that next step into recovery. Each time that we go on a mission, we make sure that our volunteers coming in have a standard of training to keep them safe. So for the last couple of days, what you've seen is about 30 volunteers from out of the province and another 10 volunteers from in the province coming to this great location in the Legion at St. Margaret's Bay. And what they've been doing now is understanding how to work inside of a fire-impacted environment. We have lots of ex-professional firefighters that have safety standard level qualifications that then teach them things like how to move safely inside the environment, how to properly put on protective gear or PPE, and really what you'll see, and once they get that, and then how to properly sift for those pieces. Most importantly, before they go in, they look for hazards on the area. Fire can put things in places, or maybe there is like a fuel tank or something that hasn't been vented. They learn how to recognize that and then report it to the proper authorities, because our number one safety concern is for our volunteers and for the homeowners that are working alongside them. So right now we have a timeline that looks seeing complete mission on July 8th. That said, we'll see what the response is from the homeowners who needs our help, and that can shift to the left or to the right depending on demand. Right now I believe we have 84 homeowners signed up for at least an introduction to the service, and then we'll see what that level of work looks like. But our timeline right now seems to make it work, because we know that the homeowners are anxious to get to that next step and start to get into the rebuild process. I can't say enough about how we've been welcomed into the community here in Nova Scotia. For those of us, some of us have been here before. We were here in the fall with Hurricane Fiona, and the East Coast welcome mat is just incredible to see. And what I would say about this community is how they just seem to come together. Folks here at St. Margaret's Bay Legion on their own, or have also done a reception center for those impacted by the fires, and have done large donations. And so within the community, we see that kind of like tight-knit support mechanism happening, which I can only imagine is great for the homeowner, but amazing for us to witness. We've also had folks come out to volunteer, and what I'd say is that we can always use volunteers, and if anybody is interested in volunteering, if they go to www.team-rubicon.ca, they can sign up and earn your gray shirt, come out and help your community. If volunteering isn't your thing, we're always open and welcome donations to keep the lights on and help us keeping the mission forward. So thank you very much for that, and I would look forward to seeing you out there.
So I want to take a moment to thank Steve for coming on camera and talking a little bit about Team Rubicon, to tell you all about it. Hopefully you're now a little bit more educated about the team and what they're here to do to help. We appreciate all that they do to help those in need and welcome them to Nova Scotia. If you want to know more about the team, please visit their website at team-rubicon.ca. This is Brian Sea from NS Live TV reporting from the Seabright Legion here in Nova Scotia.